What's up, everybody? This is Charles Verhoff, CEO of World Class Media, and I got something really special planned for you today. I have created a challenge for myself. Welcome to my home, by the way, in beautiful, sunny Southern California. And my challenge I've created for myself is I'm going to show you in 5 hours, including creating the websites, the membership sites, and everything, how to create, launch, maintain, and grow an online business from scratch. So I'm going to show you how to create a product. I'm going to show you how to launch it, create the landing pages, the opt-ins, everything. And I'm going to show you how to do it in 5 weeks. But for me, I've got to do it in 5 hours. So let's get started. Welcome to my house. Now, the trick about this is that I can only use my laptop and my cell phone, which I'm holding right now in my hand. So this is my beautiful house. Let's go upstairs to my office, all right? Okay. Once again, this is how to create, maintain, launch, and grow an online business from scratch. Let's get started. Let's go up to my office. 5 hours. That's all I got to create multi-webinars product to show you exactly how to create your membership site, how to test it, launch it, and grow it. As you can see, my main computer shut off. I got about $20,000 worth of camera equipment. Can't use it for this. This is only you, me, my cell phone, and my laptop. Let's get started. Hey everybody, this is Charles Verhoff, CEO of World Class Media, and this is how to launch products online and build a thriving online business from scratch. The step-by-step formula to creating amazing products, attracting your ideal clients, and building a thriving business you love online that grows while you sleep. All right, let's get started. These are actually the exact actions I'm taking right now with my clients to actually make them over 100 grand per month. And I've tested this in beta, and I'm going to share it with you right now for free. Pretty amazing. All right, start with the meet and greet. My name is Charles Verhoff. I'm CEO of World Class Media. I started my own company about 4 years ago. Previous to that, I was a lead architect for sites with over 12 million visits per month. I've worked with Madison Avenue type clients like PIMCO and Campbell Ewald, who has clients like Cadillac, Kaiser, Permanente, AT&T, etc. I'm just a nerd who loves SEO, code, and search engines. Let's get right into this presentation. So how to go virtual. Now, one thing I want you to realize, and this is pretty obvious, is that you can reach people all over the world now. And this is something new. This is something that our ancestors really couldn't have done unless, maybe through mail or something. But really, this is something you can reach people almost anywhere. You can reach them in the bathroom, So the demographic population numbers here listed on the right-hand side are based on data from the U.S. Census Bureau and local census agencies. Internet usage information comes from data published by Nielsen Online and by the International Telecommunications Union. All right, so let's discuss this. In North America, the internet has penetrated 84.9% of all Americans. That's amazing. Like 84.9% of people are on the internet. Okay, in Europe, it's currently at 68.8%. This is based off of 2013 survey, right? So I think it's much higher than that now. But as of these dates, Australia, Oceania, 67.5% internet penetration rate. Latin America, 49.3%. Middle East, 44.9%. The world average right now is at 39%. However, it is increasing tremendously. Asia, 31.7%. Africa, 21.3%. Where do you think this is going to go? Let's talk about internet penetration. All right? It sounded kind of weird, internet penetration. Anyways, let's discuss where this is going to go. All right, so since the year 2000, Africa has seen a 5,219% increase in internet usage. Asia, a 1,000% increase. Europe, a 438.8 increase. Middle East, 3,060% increase. North America, 177% increase. Latin America and the Caribbean, 1,571.4% increase. This is just since the year 2000, right? So the world total, the growth, internet growth over the past 14 years, 676% increase in internet usage. It's only going to get higher from here, right? This is an incredible opportunity, all right? So let's talk about what the problem is with most businesses. And here's the number one problem. They spend more than they get back in advertising, right? So the real trick is, how do you put $1 in and make $2 back from advertising, right? And all business really is what you put into it and what you get out of it. What's the profit, right? That's really all that business is. So the question becomes, how do you make more than you spend on marketing? That is the trick. It's not as easy as it seems. But here's the solution. The solution is a funnel. You need to have a sales funnel. What's a sales funnel? The sales funnel or purchase funnel is a consumer-focused marketing model which illustrates the theoretical customer journey towards the purchase of a product or service, right? So really, you need multiple sources driving people to one pathway which works. And once you know that it works, you can crank it up, you can turn it up, and you can turn it down, kind of like the knob on a stereo. That's what you want, right? Here's the solution. Your list is the most important part. Some people say it's a large part of your business. I say no. It is the most important part of your business. All right. So what you need to have, starting at the top of the funnel, is a free offer to build your list. Something that you give people that's highly valuable to them and that they would be willing to give you their information, their email address and their name for, right? The second part is you should have your first offer. This is called a tripwire in the marketing world, or in other words, it is basically a small purchasable item that is really too good to be true, and they want to test you out. They want to see if they can know, like, and trust you before they spend anything. So your first offer should be easy for them. It's kind of like if you were to take a woman out on their first date and you would ask them to marry you, they would, it's a skip gradient, you know, they would definitely, that would come off way too strong. So what, you know, if you're trying to sell somebody thousands of dollars first, you're kind of skipping a step. So what you should do is offer them a really good product, something that they can know, like, and trust you with for a small offer, right? Okay. So then what you should do is offer a core offer. So this would be like your coaching services. It could be like your monthly marketing, you know, services, could be your retainer fee, however you want to break this down, depending on what your revenue is based on. This is your bread and butter right here. Then you should have an upsell. This is called a profit maximizer. This is based on my good friend over at Digital Marketer. He talks about this. So typically, you will get a large percentage of people will buy a higher priced item if you offer it. My wife is one of those people. She'll see an item in Nordstrom and she will spend the extra amount of money in Nordstrom versus Big Five, let's say. If the same Nike shoes were in Big Five, she would buy the Nordstrom one for twice the cost, just because she likes Nordstrom, she likes the atmosphere, and she tends to see, if she sees two items priced, she tends to think that the higher priced item has more value. It's not always the case, but our psychology tells us this. So a large percentage of the people will just buy the higher priced item because they think it's better, right? It's kind of like the Ferrari effect. You know, one of my buddies was telling me he wanted to buy a Ferrari his whole life. He got one, he drove 2,000 miles and it broke down on him. You know, I'd rather stick with the Toyota or something, but Lexus for that matter. Anyway, so the point is that, you know, it's the Ferrari effect. If you offer it at a higher price, and you typically, if you give people a higher priced item, they will buy the higher priced item. So then point number 5 is, how do you need to bring them back. So these are writer downers right here. So 1, the free offer, build your list. 2, your first offer. This would be your tripwire. This would be your introductory offer to somebody. 3, the core offer. This would be where you make your bread and butter. This is what you offer to upsell everybody who buys your tripwire. And then 4 is your profit maximizer. Remember I said a large percentage of people, I don't know if it's 20%. There's a rule in marketing that says 80-20. Not always the case. It could be 10%, buy more. It could be smaller. Depends on your item that you're selling, obviously. If people really want it, more people will buy it. All right. Then you need a way to bring them back for more offers, right? This is where you keep offering them value for free. Okay. So as I said, the writer downers, I hope you wrote this down. Okay. Here's how it works. Value plus reach equals revenue. In other words, if you have something very valuable and you reach a lot of people with it, you will receive revenue, especially if it's a good offer. All right. Let's make this even more simple. Let's say anybody can do this, right? If you have value, your knowledge, your ability to coach somebody through something, and you have the reach to reach them. Let's say you can take somebody from point A to point B. Point B could be having a best-selling book or writing their first book or anything of value to that person. And you can take them from point A to point B. That is valuable, right? Let's take a real-life example. I am told, I don't know this to be true, but I am told that over 50% of Americans are overweight. This is a big problem. This is something people want help with, right? So let's say you can help somebody become healthier and lose 20 pounds, right? This is just an example. I came up with this in about 20 minutes, all right? So let's say you can help people, walk them through losing 20 pounds. You can coach them or whatever, right? That's very valuable. So you take them from point A to point B. Now the next step, all you have to do really is break this into 5 milestones. Let's consider a real life example. Okay, 50% overweight. And like I said, I'm doing this currently with one of my clients, and we are making over 100,000 in revenue per month selling his products online as a virtual life coach. And this life coach is helping people get through this. And I'm going to show you how we break it down. Okay, so you break it into 5 steps. Let's say that would be diet, exercise, weights, vitamins, and juicing. This is just an example. I came up with this in about 20 minutes. So this chart here, and I will walk you through this chart. So let's say on the left-hand side, you have people who are overweight. On the right-hand side, you have lose 20 pounds. That's the solution, right? So then what you do is you break it down into 5 problems on each of those 5 steps that people might run into. And like I said, this took me 20 minutes to break this whole thing down. And that's what we want to do with you. It's simple. It's easy. This is the outline for your product. All right. On the right-hand side, you have healthier, lose 20 pounds. Step 1 could be diet. Step 2 could be exercise. Step 3 could be weights. Step 4 could be vitamins. And step 5 could be juicing, right? Then what you do is you break down 5 things that might stop somebody, or 5 things that important information, problems that people run into. What's them from improving their, right? So I broke it down like this: sugar, starch, meat, veggies, calories, right? Exercise, walking, sit-ups, push-ups, stretch. Core, arms, legs, cardio, yoga. Vitamins, multi-energy, oils, B vitamins, omega, kale, spinach, carrots, apples, oranges, and juicing, right? Okay, so the reason why I've broken it down like this, and you'll notice I put video in the top left-hand corner, is because that's what you're going to talk about in your first week's video. You're going to break down your product into 5 weeks, right? So, for example, and video currently is one of the highest valued items there is on the market. And if you can walk somebody through doing this, and you can reach people all over the world, it becomes a no-brainer, right? I want to help walk you through creating your system here. So then once you have this all broken down, basically what you're going to do is talk about each one of these subjects for 10 minutes each, right? So you're going to do like an hour video on diet, and think about how easy it would be to talk about one subject for 10 minutes. You can almost talk about anything for 10 minutes. If you know that subject and if you're experienced in it, it's easy, right? It's a no-brainer. Okay, so let's talk about how you're going to break down the pricing. So like I said, on the left-hand side here are your free offer. Then you have your tripwire. Let's say you want to offer your first product for $19.97, right? It could be a video product. Then you have your core offer. It's like, hey, if you want to be coached by me, I'll coach you through losing 20 pounds. It's $1,000 a month. That would be your core offer, right? Then you could have your profit maximizer. For $10,000, come stay with me or whatever, or, I'll put you on a super upscaled regimen, or we'll make you lose 100 pounds. Anybody who wants to learn or lose more than 20 pounds could lose 100 pounds or something. This is just an example, right? Then you have the return path, and this could be free webinars on each one of these subjects: sugar, starch, meat, veggies, calories, something to get people interested into it, right? So then what you do is you break down how much money do you want to make by the end of the year? And let's not be unrealistic. Let's start with like 300K, right? So that's a good figure. I'd like to make 300K from this online product. So then you want to break it down by your monthly target, $25,000, let's say. So if you divide 300 by 12, you get 25,000, all right? So then you break it down to how many clients can you actually work with at one time. If you're going to be doing a ton of clients, well, maybe you can only work with 10 clients per month, right? So let's divide the 12-month monthly target by 10 clients. That equals $2,500. Great. You are actually halfway through creating your product right here. Oh, I won't say halfway through. You are a quarter of the way through, right? There's 4 other steps, and I will walk you through those. All right. So this is how this sheet breaks down. The way I look at it is it's 5 across and 5 down, right? 5 steps across, 5 steps down. So each video is broken down to 10-minute segments. Pretty easy. You can talk about anything for 10 minutes if you really know that subject. It's easy, right? And what you can do is just record your voice using an iPhone or a cell phone. I have a $100 microphone that I bought at Best Buy, and I just connect it to my laptop. You can use your laptop alone if you want to. I got some Bose $100 headphones at Costco, and they have a microphone that connects right into my iPhone. So I can plug right into my iPhone and record from there if I want to. Your iPhone or cell phones work great. Just turn it on and start recording your voice, right? Then I've included a template just like this one for you to use. It looks to create your own 10-minute segment and make it kick ass. Excuse my language. Over the next 5 lessons, we will, on week 1, I'm going to lay the foundation for success, show you how to build this out. We're going to build your chart and your pricing and all that. That's step 1, is figuring out the base step, right? Week 2 is building your product. This is where we create the websites, we create the landing pages, we create the lead pages. And here's another thing. You don't have to have a product before you can start selling it. You can actually start selling your product before you finish creating your product. An example of that would be, sign up for this free webinar, and as you do the free webinars, you record them and then you offer them and you sell them at the end. Or you don't have to offer your webinars for free. You can say $40 a ticket for this one webinar, for example, and you just record your webinar each week. All right. So week number 3 is creating your funnel. This is where we do all the landing pages. We have templates for each landing page, and they kick ass. Once again, excuse my language, and they get high conversion rates. I'm getting 30% conversion rate on one of my lead pages for the current doctor I'm working with right now who does life coaching. And like I said, we're making over 100 grand running a virtual practice we're making over 100 grand a month, right? I took him from 4,000 people on his list to close to 30,000 now. We're like 29,500 in this right now, which is great. And we regularly sell. Last month, I think we hit 150. Okay. All right. So week 4, launch your funnel. Facebook, YouTube, Bing, Yahoo. I'm going to walk you through the best practices for how to actually get that, that return on investment, how to actually get people to buy, and the best practices for your ads on Facebook, on YouTube. You want to have multiple sources driving, because if one source, like, have you ever heard of the Google slap? If you haven't heard of a Google slap, it's when Google changes their algorithms and it affects you negatively. And they basically changed their algorithms 500 times per year. That's almost twice a day. So if you are dependent upon one source for your leads and your traffic, it's just a dangerous spot to be in. It's having all your eggs in one basket. So you need to have multiple sources driving traffic to your product. All right? To your free offer, that is, to get people to sign up for free. All right, so week 5 is scaling your business and growth. This is how you grow your business, and this is where it's not all dependent on you. If you should be able to walk away from your business and have it run while you're not there. So this is scaling your business and growth, how to outsource and how to work with other joint ventures. People who have millions of names on their list can sell your products for you without you even, having to do anything. They just add people to your list, basically. All right, here's why I'm doing this. My purpose is to improve the society through the arts. If you think about it, really, anybody is an artist. Anyone, I play golf. Golfing is an art. It's hard. It's not easy. In my opinion, it's hard. I think for some people it's easy, but everyone is some type of artist. I'm a photographer. I also do video as a hobby, and I think everybody has some skill. My wife doesn't think she's an artist, but she does. She decorates our house. She is like the home decorator, right? So everyone is some type of artist. And, I've been doing digital marketing and SEO for the past 7 years. I really didn't want to launch anything till I knew I put all the pieces together, and I knew that I could take somebody from zero, from not knowing anything about digital marketing, to being a hero, to selling something online. And I want to do that with you. Most of all, I've made it very, very simple. I made it super easy for you to do, like you saw in the chart, which is the first step of this program, by the way. It's to lay out your chart, to get everything isolated on, what your product's going to be. Is it what people want? You're doing it for them. You're not doing it for you. So you got to tune into WIIFM radio, which is what's in it for me radio. People only want to know what's in it for them, because it's not about you. It's about them, right? If they're buying it, it's their choice, right? So this is the exact system I use to make other clients over 100K per month. I cannot guarantee you're going to have the same results. Action is what leads to getting this done. All right. So you're online, you made it this far, and I've covered a lot of ground, and I just wanted to say thank you for watching our webinar, and out of gratitude, offer you this deal. Until midnight, this coming Thursday, you can get our entire Rocket Your Revenue, How to Launch, Maintain, and Grow Your Own Online Business from Scratch training package for half off. And here's where you can get our training package. Just click on the link. I'm holding this special sale as a way to say thank you to all the people who made it this far and all the way to the end of the webinar. So here's where you can grab your copy for half off. Try our system for 50% off and get 5 free bonuses. If the 50% discount isn't enough to create a thriving online virtual practice, these 5 bonuses will definitely do the trick. Bonus 1, in week 1, we're going to lay the groundwork for success, including creating your product outline, execution plan, your strategy, pricing, etc. The first step is to lay out the fundamentals to growing a profitable business, including the exact steps I'm taking with my clients, chiropractors, and other doctors right now to make them over 100K per month by running an online virtual practice. My team will walk you through creating an outline of your business and reverse engineer your business goal, the opposite of what other online gurus are doing. We're going to, instead of, seeing what you want to create, we're going to go from what do you want to have, and then we're going to figure out what we have to do to make that happen and what we have to be in order to make that happen. All right, so that's actually the polar opposite of what everybody else is doing, right? So we will lay down where you would like to be a year from now with this, and we break down the pricing you're going to have to hit to achieve your goal, as well as show you the basics of running an effective online business. Week 1 is all about the strategy and exactly how to achieve your goal. And bonus 2, that's week 2, we'll take you through from your strategy and make a product out of it. And by the end of part 2, you will have your sales letter done, as well as the first part of your product. You will be ready to start selling it. Exclamation on selling it. All right, we'll walk you through creating your product offer and give you an amazingly effective template. It's literally just like adding water to make sales. We'll give you the exact template we have tested with other doctors, as well as show you how to save thousands of dollars by using free software to sell your products. Bonus 3, week 3 is amazing. It's a test launch. We will actually start selling your product. In week 3, we will completely trample that invisible barrier stopping you from launching an online product. No more ready, aim. If you're like me, I was always getting ready and aiming and never pulling the trigger. So we will launch on a small scale while we gather data and deliver exactly what your ideal client is looking for. And the trick is you don't have to wait to start selling. You don't have to have before you can do, right? So stop procrastinating. We will walk you through selling your product on a small scale while you complete it based off of what your ideal client wants. And here's the amazing thing about week 3. We will record the questions and answers of your ideal clients in order to complete your product online. In other words, you'll create the first part of your course in step 2, and we will sell it and then complete the product by, delivering a Q&A session to your ideal clients. And you'll find out exactly what they're looking for because you hear it from them. You'll hear what their questions are, and you'll answer their questions, right? So this is working really well. This is killing it with my other clients. And so, what you'll gain in week 3 is some actual sales while you complete your product for the mass market. And you'll build it based on your small test group. All right. In week 4, I will show you how to optimize your campaigns and scale it. Once you have those initial sales numbers, you can systematically and predictably grow your sales. I'll show you the best practices for how to sell on Google, Facebook, Yahoo, and Bing, how to start small in those networks, and how to test your results to obtain the highest return, then go big, right? Then you can scale it. So, and week 5 is all about scaling it. I'll show you how to put your product on automatic. This includes email sequences, landing pages, your customer service, etc. I'll show you how to outsource this and have real freedom so you can walk away with only a little bit of hands-on when needed. I mean, ideally, your business should run on its own. It should be a system like Starbucks, Chipotle, Hyatt Hotels, etc. It's a system that sells itself. You can step away from a 9-to-5 work every day if you have that system in place, and that's what we want to create, right? Including reaching out to joint ventures, other people with huge lists as well. You don't have to create millions and millions of people on your list if you reach out to people who already have millions of people on their list, right? As well as give you exact templates you can use to reach people. I'm getting like a 75% response rate on this letter. It's amazing. So by the end of this course, you will have the confidence and have actually sold your product online and be ready to take it to the next level. Like I said, the doctor I'm working with right now, and I tested this out on, is making over $100K a month, 7 figures a year, using what I'm giving you in this course. Now, I can only work with about 30 people at one time, and I can't guarantee that you'll have the same results I have, but I can only work with about 30 people at one time in order to answer all their questions. I have thousands of people on my list. I haven't sent them this offer yet, so my coaching always fills up. So go here right now and claim your offer before they are all gone. P.S. This is a special half-off sale, and it ends on midnight on Thursday. If you'd like to get the revolutionary 10x your online sales course, go here now and register. All right. Enjoy. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.